I think the impact of genome science and the ability to read the DNA code and the RNA code much faster these days is going to affect all areas of hematology. But my own area is that of the inherited rare diseases of the blood stem cell and of the clotting and coagulation system. And there are many inherited rare diseases, hundreds different, and for each of the rare diseases there are not many patients in the country. And I think there genomics has already an immense impact. Historically, if parents had a child that couldn't make platelets very well, what is my area of interest, then the diagnostic odyssey could be months, up to years, 2.2 years, 2.5 years. And then still at the end of their journey, the mother and the father sometimes only would have an answer in 1 in 10 cases. And we are already improving this very early on in the genomics journey. So I think it will be all around us. The question might be asked about, is genomics really changing the way we treat patients? I think in certain areas, like if you have hemophilia A or B, the test you can do in the lab to confirm the diagnosis is simple, quick, and very affordable, so you don't need a gene test there. But if the parents want to do family planning, then a gene test might be of help to inform their decisions. But for many rarer diseases, particularly disease of the platelets, knowing which gene is mutated and is causing the disease will do two things. One, it informs the best treatment choice. And secondly, whether there are other risks of pathologies in other organ systems, like the kidney, the ear, the lungs, where the mutation and the gene in which the mutation has appeared actually is informing you about those risks of other diseases. In hematology, like has often been the case, genomics will be in all parts of our clinical practice in the future. But we will see much more application of genomics in population and public health. I can imagine a future where only 1 in 4 women would not need their breast cancer screen, while others would need it more frequent. That means that we go to a landscape of public health where people would get selective advice, and this will also touch on hematology in many ways. Example, we might get better understanding which people are at high risk for leukemia, and those individuals we might want to call in earlier to monitor them for the malignant cells to appear and to treat earlier in the disease path. I think it's very great to see so many young hematologists being here. I still think it is one of the most exciting specializations in medicine. And I also feel that there is a real good intention to work together across the country. And I went to listen to one particular talk about impact, where all the patients who undergo stem cell transplant, the data will now be increasingly shared across the UK. And I think this are big step forwards, where we see a new generation of hematologists who might see less the institutional boundaries and recognize the need for national collaboration and global collaboration to bring benefits to patients.